All right. This will probably be my final video, aside from, say, a recommended author or in YouTube channels and movies and stuff like that you should watch. But let's see. The whole reason I'm putting this up here, and let's see, these little segments that I'm putting up right now are not going to be private. They're going to be for the entire world to see if anybody feels like looking at it. I know there are a lot of channels out there because I'm subscribed to several of them. I get recipes. I see all kinds of stuff that you can find on YouTube. A lot of them are very good. They're a lot better than probably what I'm going to explain or be able to come up with, because like I think I've said before, I'm not an eloquent person when it comes to speaking. But considering that for whatever reason, since my wife posted that picture of me with the loose pants, evidently it caused a stir, and people are wanting to know, what did he do? How do you do that? What are you eating? And now everybody seems to be interested in it. Because we've gotten like a dozen or more people have already asked Sue about it. So, and I don't even think Sue realized how big I was, because we watched because I did take a video of myself on New Year's, and I looked at it, it's like, damn. Was I really that big? Because I didn't realize I'd lost as much as I had. All the skin that I got hanging under my arm, it was all nice and full. I looked like more like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Anyway, I think part of the reason I'm doing this now, aside from the fact that people that Sue knows or people that know me, but see Sue's stuff on Facebook and have expressed interest in this. I think, of course, the very fact that I'd actually taken video of this on New Year's, I'd kind of been playing around with the idea of posting this if it worked. I didn't want to jinx myself. I think I've been seeing a trend over the last few years with, I see a lot of things going on about with being overweight, whether it be in schools, whether it be people trying to make kind of I don't know, it's like a victim culture. They're trying to make fat people an oppressed group or something like that. Now, I'm not saying people can't be dicks to fat people. I mean, when I was a teenager, people were dicks to fat people. But the thing is like, at this point, it's like if you can't tell now, I'm not saying going up and telling somebody you're a fat pig or something like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about there are people that get offended when their doctors tell them that they need to lose weight, as if they're, oh my God, you're being oppressed. Okay, and I mean, this is some serious shit I'm talking about, because there's people that actually think this. Oh, you can be healthy at any weight. No, you can't. You can't. You cannot be healthy at any weight. Anybody tells you that, they're full of shit. Okay? I tell you right now, I have felt like shit most of my life when it comes to my weight. It's not pleasant. Okay? When you're fat, you're tired. You don't feel good. You plod around in your life. You can't be healthy at any weight. You're a burden on the system. In the long run, you'll be a burden on the system if you're, depending on how overweight you are. Okay, if you're, I'm talking as a man who weighed 430 pounds. Okay, I think that if anybody has a right to say anything about fat, I should have some right to say it, because I've been at a very extreme level. Now, I haven't been at TLC level where you eat 5 chickens, 3 dozen eggs for breakfast kind of thing. Never did that. Okay. In fact, most of my meals, even back then, you probably wouldn't think, well, he ate some, but he didn't eat so much that you would have thought, it doesn't matter. The thing is like, it's like I'm trying to meet this thing in the middle. You get this culture that says that, if someone thin and beautiful puts their picture up, they're fat shaming me or something like that, or but then you also have the people on the other side of the spectrum that are calling out these things, maybe overly calling them out. I mean, I remember when was it Jennifer Love Hewitt? I think she had just had a kid or something, and so she might have had a little baby weight on her, and people were talking shit about her, which I was like, of course they're just being dicks. The world's full of them. You got to live with it. You got to toughen up. Okay. Now, I don't want anybody to think I'm totally blaming the people that are overweight. Okay. I mean, I have to take a certain amount of responsibility myself, but at the same time, people are fighting with their own natures. With the way we eat, because what we're eating causes such a yo-yo effect in our bodies, and that we crave it like an addict. Okay, we're addicted to it. Now, I do lay a lot of blame on our government, because the people that I think I mentioned it. Did I mention it in an earlier video? Ancel Keys and Senator George McGovern, who, as far as I'm concerned, they have done more damage to America as far as our health than anybody, and they need to be publicly shamed. Their names need to be publicly shamed. They're dead now. It ain't going to matter to them unless maybe they're roasting in hell. I don't know. Not that I say I want anybody to roast, but let's face it, man. How many people have died from complications from morbid obesity? I mean, the percentage of overweight people now compared to what it was in the 60s, and 70s. It's crazy, and they wonder why all this stuff is happening. Why are people gaining weight? Well, is it because everybody's so lazy? Is it because you just didn't get lazy? It doesn't just happen like that. I mean, I didn't feel like getting out and exercising when I was fat, but you know what? After I've lost weight, I felt like getting up and moving. It's kind of goes hand in hand. Once you've lost weight, once you get it off, you feel like doing something. Okay, you got this excess energy, and your body's telling you to burn it off. I mean, you don't go to a lion and you don't study, why isn't that lion fat? Why isn't this animal out in the wild fat? It's because it's eating what it's supposed to. Okay, you think it worries about calories? You think it worries about starches and carbohydrates. You think it counts its calories? No. It does what it has to do, and then it's done. And we've lost touch with that because of the food we've been eating. We've gotten on this kick where we need to eat so much bread, so many carbohydrates from the food pyramid. I mean, I remember my grandma used to tell me that starches will make you fat. You better not eat all that. And I'm like, because I thought I knew something, because I went to school. I went to school and shit, so I thought I knew something. No, you're supposed to eat all this every day. You're supposed to eat. And see, even then I should have known, because I usually skipped breakfast, because if I ate breakfast, I would get so stinking tired I couldn't function in class. And see, my idea of a healthy breakfast was the shit they showed you on TV, like on Captain Kangaroo in the morning or something like that. A piece of toast, cereal, and an egg, and some juice. Juice is pure sugar. I've carried on longer than I should have on this video, and probably got a little more political than I should have. But the thing is that once you figured it out, the responsibility is on you. It's on me. We have to do something for ourselves, because the government gives two fuck alls for us. Okay, they don't know their ass from hole in the ground when it comes to some of this stuff. So we have to do it for ourselves, and it has to be our responsibility to do it. And I think it's part of the reason why I want to put out these videos. I don't know if I'm probably piss some people off, because some people, oh my God, you're telling us, oh, you're fat shaming. Jeez. Maybe we need to be. I don't know. But I'm going to call the video to close right here.